Hi, this is Wiley Sharp with Dennison Yachting, and want to apologize. It's been a while since I posted a video, so I'm really sorry, guys, that it's taken me a while, but wanted to kind of give everybody an update on what I'm seeing with the current state of the catamaran market during the COVID pandemic. It's been a really strange time, not just in yacht sales, but really for everyone. Surprisingly enough, we're actually really busy right now. A lot of buyers that I had that were pre-COVID getting very close to writing offers, a lot of those folks have actually pulled back and put things on the back burner, whereas I've had quite a few clients that were 12, 18, 24 months out that have actually stepped up their time frame and contracting boats and moving forward. So that's actually something I did not anticipate on happening. I mean, when this all started, I completely thought that the industry and the yacht sales market at whole was going to shut down, and that's really not what we're seeing. The challenge of buying a yacht, if it's outside of the United States right now, is definitely real, with closures in the BVIs really throughout the entire East Caribbean. But I do think as we get into the summer months, that will start to change, but only time will tell. Now, the question I get more from anyone else is what's happening in the market and what's going to happen with pricing. And that's kind of been an interesting situation. A lot of my clients that were actually thinking of selling this spring and into the summer, after they finish their cruises and whatnot, have actually planned on extending, saying, hey, we're enjoying the boat, we're having a great time on it. With everything going on, the boat is actually one of our sanctuaries, so we're going to wait till next year to actually put it on the market. So I do think that we are going to see some shortages of inventory, at least over the next 30, 60, 90 days. I do think as we get into hurricane season, we are going to see a lot more boats. Sorry, there's a loud truck driving by. We are going to see a lot more boats coming onto the market. Although that's not quite happening yet. In terms of motivation on the part of sellers, I think this is a lot different than what people encountered during the global financial crisis back in '08, which categorically impacted everybody in a negative way. A lot of folks I'm dealing with have been impacted in a negative way, with their retirement accounts and their businesses and whatnot. But I don't think it's been as far-reaching as what we experienced during the global financial crisis. Obviously, I'm a yacht broker, not an economist, and only time will tell if that holds true or not. Some sellers are very motivated, and we've had a few offers accepted on boats where I thought, there's no way that they're going to take that number, and sure enough, the sellers took those numbers. So there are some good deals to be had. Advertised pricing, from what I'm seeing, has not really come down yet. It's just individual motivation on the part of the seller to make a deal. A lot of sellers are not really in a position where they have to sell, so I think a lot of them are kind of holding out. I do think once we get into the summer months and people have to start figuring out what they're going to do for hurricane season, and unable to bring the boat down to Grenada or Puerto Rico or whatever their hurricane plans are, I think those people will start coming to market and potentially be fairly motivated sellers as we get into hurricane season. And I do firmly believe that the area in the market that will have the most downward pressure, where there will be the good deals as we get into the summer months, are going to be on those charter catamarans that are in the 40 to 50 foot size range, particularly people that bought boats with the whole boating as a business mindset, to put into a fleet down in the Virgin Islands, St. Martin, Bahamas, whatever. I think when times were good, a lot of those people were barely scraping by, but now with the charter industry in a state of disarray for at least the rest of this season and probably into next season, I do think we're going to see a lot of those boats coming onto the market in a fairly distressed situation. I think it'll all be case by case on an individual situation, but I do think there will be deals to be had. So that's kind of what I'm experiencing and seeing right now with my boots on the ground, selling yachts. I'm sure things will change in the next 30 days. Who knows? But I do think we will see some good deals coming to market in the next few months. I always kind of laugh at the comments that I got on the last video I did, where people are going to be giving their boats away. And you know, while there will be a lot of motivated sellers, I think what a lot of people fail to realize is that the owners of these boats a lot of time are people that have entered retirement, and you know, they exited their working careers you know, before all this started. And so while, you know, the downturn in the market is impacting their retirement savings and retirement planning, it's not necessarily put a lot of people into a position where they have to sell. So I do think on a lot of the privately owned boats that are, you know, cruising catamarans set up for blue water sailing, I don't think we'll see quite as much downward moving and pricing there. Although on an individual basis, there will still be good deals to have. So if you've got any questions on the COVID-19 impact on the catamaran market, please leave a comment down below, shoot me an email, and as always, if you like what I have to say, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks and have a good day.